Have a look at these. Does that sort of ring any bells, the sort of thing you've been getting maybe popping up on your screens? Have you been sent that on your phone? Or when you check your emails? Well, I certainly know I have. You have as well, haven't you, CL?
Absolutely. We are, of course, talking about Black Friday, Black Week, Black Month. We're already in it, if any of those things are true. But if you've got your eyes on a bargain, just hold fire, because a new report today says just 1 in 7 Black Friday deals actually offer a genuine discount.
They also say the vast majority of promotions are cheaper or the same price in the months before the so-called sale. Let's have a chat with the man, hopefully, who knows the answer to all our questions. Harry Kind is a consumer rights writer at Which, who is behind this report. We've got lots of questions and comments coming in on the Five phone as well tonight, Harry. What's happening with this? Because Black Friday has sort of grown in popularity in the last few years, but is it actually all it seems to be?
Oh, well, we reckon it's about 6 parts hype to 1 part actual genuine bargains. So, you know, as we were saying, 1 in 7 of these deals was cheaper or was cheaper than it had been in the last 6 months, which basically means that, you know, it's not a genuine discount. And even worse, 98% were cheaper in the next 6 months. So don't feel that you have to go out into the shops and queue on Black Friday itself, because it's not necessarily the best deal you're going to get.
So Michael in Swansea agrees with you, Harry. He says, hype, hype, hype. Yes. Like the old saying goes, a fool and his money are easily parted. Hey, Michael. But somebody does have an interesting, they make an interesting comment. That Mark from Nottingham says, we've saved for a last-minute deal and thought Black Friday was the one to wait for. They're really disappointed that they're not going to get a deal. Is he right to think there aren't any deals at all? You know, where does he look?
So there are deals. You know, we think 1 in 7 are pretty good deals.
How do you find those?
How do you find them? And I would say just treat it like any other shopping day. If you are looking for a particular product, then great. If it's the cheapest it's going to be, then buy it. But you should be looking on sites like Price Runner or Camel, because that will not only compare the price across multiple websites and shops, but also say, well, hang on, was this cheaper 3 months ago? And maybe will it be cheaper in the future? Because what you don't want is an artificial deal where the price has been raised, you know, 3 days before, and then they can give you a £100 off on Black Friday, and, you know, you're not actually saving any money.
It is a little disappointing for some people, because we've had messages tonight as well from others who are sort of saving for the big occasion, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. And in fact, somebody is going to put it off and wait for January sales. Saying that if I say somebody, Ian from Birmingham, let me give you a proper shout out. Ian from Birmingham says, yeah, he's waiting for January sales. He thinks it's going to be much better, particularly with, you know, the fact we're in a recession. Yeah,
quite possibly. And we even found deals where it was cheap on Black Friday, but then the bargain carried on. The price didn't change all the way up to Christmas. And there was some where it was cheaper in the 3 days before Christmas than it was on Black Friday, which, you know, when you think it's supposed to be about, you know, spreading out that kind of Christmas demand, really makes you wonder, is this the time for me to go shopping?
To be fair to retail, you would know this better than any of us, but that's what retail is kind of like. They come up with last-minute deals or
sell
things
you
change.
the idea,
Yeah, exactly. So are we being too hard on the fact that maybe the deals might not be what we expect this time round?
I think there has been a reduction in the quality of the deals over time. There used to be more loss leaders, things that the companies were losing money on and you could really get a good bargain. But, you know, what we don't like to see is misleading pricing. When, if a television is £100 more for just 3 days before Black Friday, and then they cut the price and say £100 off. That is misleading. That's misleading your customers. So people should be doing better with the
retailers.
It's
important, isn't it, that if you see a deal, that it is what it claims to be, and that's why it's important to check and triple check everything.
Absolutely. Check the reviews is always our advice, and make sure that you know your rights when it comes to getting a refund, because different shops in store will have different rules, but online you have 14 days to request a refund after delivery, and then another 14 days to actually send it back for a return. So make sure you know that there's a way out after you've bought.
Well, I have to say, maybe the fact you're not seeing the crazy deals means you're not going to see the scenes, the mad scenes of people running into a certain supermarket and stepping over each other. But hey, anyway, Harry, thank you so much for the advice.
Thank you.